let's look at these guys' pages, man. Okay. And nobody's checking for you, brothers, man. Even in your own camp, nobody checks for you, brothers. I'm sorry, but it's just the truth, bro. Okay. Okay, y'all should be more on fire, man, than this. Okay, ain't nobody checking for y'all like that, man. You get 10 views a lesson. No offense, it's not about that. But you talking big shit, you know. Okay, these brothers, 61 subscribers, man. Okay, you bringing forth much fruit, you know. Maybe somebody will give them some attention. Pray for these guys, man. Maybe they'll be on fire. Maybe the Lord will increase them. You know, maybe they'll gather some fruit. You know, maybe somebody will give them some attention.
All right. Shalom. Giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Kahakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Sincere shalom to the hopeful elect. All right. It's your brother Matana from the Pasadena, California camp. GMS Pasadena, California. Right. And I'm going to title this video. I'm not going to make this long. Reprobates won't believe us because we don't get enough views on our channel. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a response to this guy, which we believe this guy is a malicious bug out. Right. He's somebody that is playing it off like he's an extreme man of the Lord and, you know, trying to make it seem like he's a good brother, trying to make it seem like he's the authority, right? But really, this guy is a ravening wolf, right? And we know personally because we've been dealing with this weirdo for a little minute now, right? You know, it all started. Okay, this guy's name is Shapar. All right. You see his channel, New Jerusalem 144 Da. Okay, so let me give you a little bit of a backstory about this guy. You know, when we were in affiliate camp, you know, this guy, he came down from Boston off the strength of another former brother that used to be a part of our camp. Right. He I guess they were friends or something like that. And he brought this guy down from Boston. And this guy came to Hell Camp with us. Right. So he only met us one time. Right. We don't know this guy. You know, we really don't know this guy. I only met this guy one time, man. And I'm going to be honest with you. When I met him, he was very proud. OK. You know, because he's telling his congregation that I was a weirdo and whatever when he met me. But he, Salaki, you know, this guy, he was very proud. Right. You know, I think he said something to the effect afterward, you know, oh, you guys, you know, he said it in front of everybody. Oh, you guys are all very young. You know what I'm saying? But y'all cool, though. Right. He just had that smug pride as if like he was the authority of it all. Right. I didn't like him. I really didn't, you know, but fast forward. OK, his little crybaby ass. He gets rebuked by one of the brothers in GMS. Right. And he not going to tell his people this story. Right. But he get rebuked by one of the brothers in GMS. They do an open rebuke on him, make a video on him and everything because he was going off. Right. And, you know, he had his little season where he was pouting. Right. And he ended up calling the brother Makwadash. Right. The head brother of our camp, Makwadash, right there on the far right. He called him and confided in the brother Makwadash and was basically complaining and, you know what I'm saying, putting all of his problems on Makwadash. Now, Makwadash being the good brother that he is, he did his best to exhort this guy and restore this guy back to life because it seemed like he was defeated. And then, next thing you know, not too long after that, he's making videos about us, cussing us out, telling us that we're going off, we're lukewarm, right? We tripping, right? And we've been dealing with this guy ever since. He's been making videos about us, okay? And he runs with them these Yawakal dudes. You know what I'm saying? He runs with them Yawakal dudes because when you watch this video, he'll sit there and say, "See, the title is Yawakal niggas, right?" But in this video, he'll sit there and say, "Oh, Yawakal is not. I'm not under Yawakal. I'm not under Yawakal." But he's a part of that circle. Whether he takes orders from Yawakal or whatever, he's a part of that bitter, angry, jealous circle of GMS. It's a circle of these niggas. I just call them Yawakal niggas, like it say here in the title, because that's what they is, right? And I got a reason to call them that. But it's this circle of ungodly men that are just talking shit about GMS, that just got a problem with the authority of GMS. You know what I'm saying? Trying to nitpick everything the apostle said, right? And ultimately, these guys are really mad because they got rejected. Some of them never got into camp. Some of them got kicked out, right? Some of them, got cussed out. So they just held on this bitter crybaby spirit about GMS. So, now a couple of them is going after us, right? This nigga Shapar, right? Because even in this video, I paid very close attention to what he was saying in this video, right? And he contradicted himself a lot, and he don't even know it. That's how you know the spirit is not really on him, like he says. He said in the video, what did he say? He said, "Yeah, I never got in GMS. I was on the other side, I was on the other side for a year, but I mean, what's the point of me being on the other side for a year? I'm just going to go do my own thing." He didn't have any patience. And then I guess the brothers cussed him out, called him all sorts of niggas. The Boston camp called him all sorts of niggas. In fact, this dude, hang on, Salakia. Let me see if I can find the video of him cussing out the elders in Boston, just to show you that this guy is a demon. All right, hang on. Okay, so here it is, right? This is Shapar's video of him cussing out the GMS Boston camp, right? You know what I'm saying? Cussing out the elders. So he's a straight up demon, right? And when you listen to this video, okay, it's him and some other nigga just complaining and crying and whining about how the bosses and elders, they don't give them their credit. We're out there every day. Y'all teaching a false doctrine. Y'all not being a good brother. Just some emotional black woman shit, right? Now, you can't even find this video because he deleted it, right? But nigga, I kept the receipts. Because I know he probably going to watch this video. I know you Yawakal niggas be watching my videos, man. All right, I kept the receipts, man. This is you, Shapar, cussing out the elders in Boston, and I'm gonna put you on blast, right? Because you trying to be a sneaky little weasel about the shit, okay? And if you ain't trying to be no sneaky weasel, why did you delete this video? He deleted it. I had to screenshot it, the title, right? It says Adama and Amas. These are the elders in Boston, GMS Boston. You said you hate me. You supposed to be elders, but you giving me wicked something, right? I would get the rest of the description, but he deleted the video. So this guy, you got to watch out for this guy, man. Watch out, okay? Like I tell brothers, watch out for, where is it at, man? Just had it. Damn it. Yeah, watch out for this guy, Shapar, man. Okay, really, man. Watch out for this guy, man. Please. Okay. This nigga ain't right, man. All right. You know? So, basically, what inspired this lesson is, this guy, Shapar, he basically got mad at one of our camps that we did, right? And the name of the camp is I titled it The House of David versus the House of Saul, and pretty much in that camp, right, you see us right there. This is us, you know what I'm saying? And he's doing his commentary on us, trying to convince the world that we're bugged out. But in this camp, right, we was pretty much going into how the house of David is going to triumph over the house of Saul, right? And that the Lord is going to clear out the house of Saul, because a lot of you niggas that's in the cut got a problem with the apostles, problem with the elders, problem with GMS. You niggas is of the house of Saul, and you in the cut trying to act like you righteous, but really you a sneaky ass little fucking you a sneaky little snake withering through the grass, right? So in this video, in his commentary video, just like the video you just seen, that was him talking in the beginning of this lesson. He was sitting there saying that, we don't get no views on our channel, right? We're not getting any views. The Lord ain't blessing y'all with fruit. The Lord ain't blessing y'all with fruit. You see how low-minded individuals like this are? That's why you got to stay away from these type of individuals, man. That's why the scriptures say, mark them which cause divisions and avoid them. Okay. And rebuke these niggas, man. Defend the gospel from these wicked niggas, ungodly men that hate you without a cause. Because we really never did anything to this guy, right? Like I said, he just started making videos on us out of nowhere. And we're like, what's up with this nigga, man? You know what I'm saying? So he's basically saying in his little commentary video, yeah, y'all not getting no views. The Lord ain't dealing with y'all, like you just heard, like the little clip, you just heard him saying that. That was him. That was Shapar saying that we ain't getting no views. Pray for them that they get some fruit. Pray for them maybe they get some views. You see, it's all about being seen, right? And that's something that I noticed about these Yahweh call individuals, right? It's all about being seen to them, with them, right? A lot of them, I met a couple of them. A lot of them dudes out there only been in the truth like 2 years, babes, 2-3 years, wet behind the ears, man, right? Ain't been through no real battles, ain't really let the spirit dwell with them. They just out there thinking everything's a joke, and they just want to be seen, right? That's why when you get in GMS, not all the GMS camps, but a lot of the GMS camps you get in, and the first thing you're going to be doing is holding signs, holding the camera. Then you might do a little commentary on the side. Then you build yourself up to where you hold your own, to where you hold the camp, and you be the main speaker for the camp. You got to build yourself up for that, man. Right? So that way that pride don't puff it up, right? But a lot of these Yahweh call dudes, they got the order from whoever the fuck they listening to just go out there and go speak, which there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with you going out there to go speak, right? If you got the spirit in you, go do what you got to do. We're all for the word of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai being distributed, right? But you out there with malice, you out there, and your spirit ain't right. You doing it all for the wrong reasons. And this is what these guys are concerned with. According to what you just heard Shapar say, it's all about views for them. It's all about who's looking at me. Who look. This is what they measure. Who's a man of the Lord and who ain't. Who getting views and who ain't. I'm doing better than you because I'm getting views. I mean, what are we? Are we in middle school, man? You know what I mean? You should know what this truth is about. This truth ain't about the attention of everybody. You should already know that. You know what I'm saying? A nigga like Shapar talking like he big and bad, you know, like he just know everything. You should already know that this truth ain't about everybody seeing you. Okay? Let me get some scriptures, man. All right? Because, you know, I said I'm going to make a lesson off of this, man. You know what I mean? This nigga ain't right. You know what I'm saying? And I caught his ass saying some foul ass shit, right? You know, being wicked, right? So I'm going to call it out. This is Ephesians 6:6. It says, not with eye service. Okay, let me see if there's any meat on that. Okay, we can get this right here. All right, let's get this. This is Ephesians 6, starting at verse 5. Servants, be obedient to them that are your masters according to the flesh. Okay, and you know, our elders and apostles, all right, starting with Apostle Tahar going down, okay, those are our masters, man. I mean, those are our elders, because all master ultimately means is a teacher, right? It don't mean that they rule over us with an iron fist. Now, there is consequences if you get out of line, but I mean, any good leader is going to establish that. You niggas don't know that because you got that single mama spirit on you. You know, these is probably niggas that never grew up with no male authority, right? So they don't understand that you got to be obedient to men that came before you. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, it says with fear and trembling and singleness of your heart as unto a Mashiach, not with eye service. You see that? Everything is about eye service with these Yahweh call dudes, man. All right. Everything is about eye service, man. Okay. Let me go back to, you know, his actual video, man. Okay. You know what I mean? Just to stay on it, you know, a lot of wicked ass niggas in this thing, man, that you got to really watch out for. Right. So not with eye service, right? Not with eye service. Okay. Let's look up that word eye service. All right. Eye service, man. Okay. Huh. Okay. You know, this is good right here. It says attendance to duty only when being watched. Okay. When you look at a lot of these dudes that's a part of this circle, they get real gassed up when people comment on their comment boards, when they see views. It gives them a personal fulfillment, right? You can see it. You know what I mean? You got that dude Thahawam, another demon that runs with these niggas. And I know this nigga Thahawam, you sneaky little fox. I know you be watching us and you be the one that's letting everybody know what we be saying about y'all, right? I know what you're doing, Thahawam. The spirit is locked on you, nigga. You ain't slick, right? But it's all about being watched, okay? All they care about is being watched. Hence why in this video, he's sitting here saying, oh, y'all ain't getting no views. Y'all ain't got no fruit, right? Because it's all about eye service with these guys, man. These guys really don't, they're really not locked into the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai if they're worried about some shit like that. It don't matter, man. If a brother get 2 views on this video, how you know that them 2 views ain't elect members? Ain't that isn't that the only thing that matters? Right? If we get on our camp page, if we get 30 views on our video, right? What if all 30 of them individuals are the elect? See? So it got to who it needed to get to, right? That's all that matters. It don't matter about 300, 500, right? You niggas is carnal, man. Okay? And the more and more y'all talk, the more and more y'all gonna keep contradicting yourself until the Lord completely wipe you niggas off the board, man. All right? A lot of contradictions with this guy Shapar and all of these niggas that run with him, man. A lot of contradictions, man. I heard this video, man. We heard it. And you contradicted yourself a lot, man. You lied, too. Okay? You lied on a couple things, too, nigga. All right? Talking about, I never said anything about Matanan Makodash. Yeah, you did. You the one that started making videos about us, man. But, let's get back to the lesson, because that's not the ultimate premise of the lesson, to where I'm going to be complaining about this homosexual bitch ass nigga. And that's what you act like, nigga. I don't care. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck, nigga. You act like a faggot, I'm going to call you that. All right? Rebellion against the authority of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is you're a faggot. All right? You're a punk ass nigga, man. Straight up. All right? Let's get back to it. It says, as men pleasers, but as the servants of a Mashiach, doing the will of God from the heart. Right. So that's all that matter. OK, and this is for you brothers out there that might be making videos. Right. That might be going to camp and you not seeing, the views reciprocating your work. Right. You look on your channel and you're not getting a lot of views. Right. Don't be discouraged, man. Don't look at that and be like, man, what's the point? Nah, man. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is watching. The Lord wants to know who gonna do this work from the heart, whether you get 5 views or 500 views, right? And it takes a lot of integrity to still do the work of the Lord without getting that much attention. That means that you're really in tune with Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, and all you care about is his eyes only. You know what I'm saying? So what you niggas is saying, it don't matter. But this is what they got to do. They got to stray at a gnat, like the scriptures say, right? They got to talk about meaningless things, because really these through the spirit, we're blameless, right? We're blameless with these guys. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not just talking about this Shapar guy and Yahweh Call and all of these niggas that run with him. I'm talking about all of these niggas that are coming up against the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, right? Really, we're blameless to all of these niggas. This is why they're coming out with petty shit. This is why they're trying to nitpick something. Look, you ain't getting no views. Look. What's up with that garment, man? Look, man. Ain't nobody listening to y'all. Look. That's something a nigga in the world say, man. When we be at camp and you got scoffers walking by, that's what scoffers say. Hey, man, y'all ain't nobody listening to y'all. Ain't nobody listening to y'all. That's a carnal ass way of thinking, man. You should already know that it don't matter about the views. What are we saying? Are we on point in the spirit? Right? Are we breaking down the scriptures correctly? You just got a personal problem. You niggas just got a personal problem because you got rejected from the body, man. And you niggas is on the outside, right? Crying, right? That you couldn't make it amongst the ranks. Okay? Don't get mad at us, man. All right? Trying to nitpick something. Let me get this real quick. This is Matthew 6, starting at verse 4. It says that thine alms may be in secret, right? And alms ultimately goes into charity. Us doing this work is charity, okay, for the elect. Because, as men of the Lord, we don't have riches. We don't got no goddamn cryptocurrency that we could just distribute throughout the whole body, or we got 50 acres to where the whole Israel can come and gather. All we got to give our people that want to listen right now is the word. So that's our charity. Okay. And doing it in secret is ultimately doing it without caring about the public acceptance. You doing it between you and the Lord. So when we do these videos, we put these lessons up. These are digital epistles to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, regardless of who hear it, regardless of who latch on. The Lord heard it. That's how you got to have that type of faith, right? But somebody that's a reprobate is going to nitpick that, right? Because they're lacking in the spirit, okay? It says, and thy Father which seeth in secret himself shall reward thee openly. You see that? Reward thee openly. Right. So us not getting a lot of views on our channel, right, is like us doing, we doing it in secret. We not secretly doing the work of the Lord because we're doing it in front of everybody. But not many people is watching. But that's what the Lord said was going to happen. This was going to be, this word is only supposed to be distributed throughout the small sanctuaries that are spread across the world. So it's not going to be too many people that's watching, man. All right. Yeah, sure. You got some brothers that in GMS that get 500, 1,000 views, you know. You know what I'm saying? You got brothers like that, but hey, that's their portion, okay? And hey, that's the Lord blessing them, okay? With that amount of attention, because them brothers are chafed in the spirit to handle it. And they don't let that type of attention get to their head. See, you niggas, you let your little 200 views, 50 people on the comment board of your live show, you let that shit get to your head, right? And you think that that's all that matters. Well, I got to be a man of the Lord because look, people are listening to me. Well, people listen to the wicked scribes and Pharisees too, right? People listen to wicked niggas all the time. Look at Charleston White. Charleston White is a complete jackass. To me, he's a complete fucking fool, right? A coon Negro dumbass. But niggas is listening to him, right? So that don't mean nothing just because you getting views, man. Where is your heart at? And we know that a lot of you dudes out here that's bragging about these views, that's bragging about this trivial nonsense, you know, with your personal problems and your tampon is falling out your vagina, right? We know a lot of you dudes, all right? We know a lot of you dudes, y'all spirit ain't right, man, right? Y'all, we know that because of how y'all are treating the actual men of the Lord behind the scenes, throwing the rock, hiding the hand. Like Shapar, you made that wicked ass video about the elders in Boston. Why did you delete that? Why did you delete that? You got to answer that. So if you see this video, that's a question for you. Answer why you deleted that video. Because I heard it. We heard it. Answer why you deleted that video of you talking shit about them elders in Boston. All right, GMS Boston like that. Why did you delete that? Probably that guilt came upon his ass and he realized he was going off. And instead of repenting and instead of being like, you know what, I was tripping, he just gonna play it off as if he did nothing wrong, right? This is verse 5. It says, and when thou prayest, thou shalt not be as the hypocrites are. For they love to pray standing in the synagogues and in the corners of the streets. Woo-wee. That's you, y'all will call boys all day. You love to be on them corner of the streets. That's why y'all go out every day. Because, you know, I guess with the y'all will call situation, nonstop on the block, go out every day. I don't know if that's an order that y'all got going on. I don't know. And we ain't never told y'all don't go out every day. But we saying that that's not really advisable, right? Because you're going to burn yourself out. OK, that you know. The scriptures talk about a just balance, man. All right. You know, but I know a lot of y'all got to do that. Y'all got to go out every day. Y'all got to be seen. Y'all got to pump yourself up as if y'all are the true men of the Lord because you're trying to overcompensate for something. Right. We don't got GMS. We don't have to go out every day. Right. We can go out once a week, maybe twice a week. And the spirit do the rest of the heavy lifting. We don't got to go out every day and be out there so everybody can see us, right? But y'all are like them wicked scribes and Pharisees, right? Standing so everybody can see you, right? You want people to comment on your live. You get excited. A nigga like Tahawam, one of them wicked niggas that run with you, y'all will call boys. I see him, you know. Soon as somebody say something on the comment board, Tahawam get all excited. Hey, Shalom, hey, Shalom. You see, y'all in this for the wrong reasons, man. Okay? Bunch of rejects, man. Novices. It says that they may be seen of men. That's why you made that video about us, Shapar, talking about we don't get enough views, because that's all you care about. Who would you be without them views, nigga? Okay? That's all you got. You ain't got nothing to say about the doctrine. You ain't got nothing to say about, the doctrine, because that's ultimately what matters, right? All you had to say was these guys are demons because they're not getting enough views on their channel. They ain't got no fruit. You a carnal ass, dumbass, Ninja Turtle face ass nigga, man. Okay? And you showing your hand, man. Little do you know, you showing your fucking hand, man. You have no idea what you're doing. The Lord is putting you in a trick bag, man. It says, verily I say unto you, they have their reward. You see that? And y'all reward is going to be shame at the end of this because y'all care so much about everybody seeing you, right? Y'all care so much about that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And we going to see. We going to see because like I keep saying, persecution is coming up, right? Persecution is right around the corner, right? So all of that nonstop on the block, all of that, we got the spirit and y'all don't. We out here every day. Look how many views we get. People are actually paying attention to us. Well, you know, keep in mind who else is paying attention to you niggas too. All right. Keep in mind that the enemy is watching you too. And he know where you at. Okay. And hey, a lot of y'all is going to be tested. You're going to be face to face with that devil. Right. Esau going to jump out on a lot of y'all, man. And we going to see if y'all still got that spirit on you, man. OK, we going to see if it's still about them views and all that simple shit, man. OK, we doing the work of the Lord sincerely. I don't give a fuck about how many views I get. I don't care. OK, that's a young man. You know, young men in the truth worry about that. I'm still young. I'm not no elder or nothing. But hey, I've been in this truth for a good amount of time. Right. You know what I'm saying? Almost a decade. Right. Almost. So, you know, when I was younger in the truth, yeah, I was worried about that. Oh, man, people ain't watching, man, getting discouraged. But you get more chafed in the spirit. You grow and you realize it's not about that at all. It's about doing the work of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai sincerely. And that's it. OK, the Lord is hey, you niggas is worried about these views. You don't know if the Lord is rewarding us in our personal life. Right. How you know the Lord ain't, just because it ain't reflecting on the views, how you know that the Lord ain't rewarding us in our personal life, man? You see? Speaking too damn fast and you caught up in your emotions. Wisdom of Solomon 1:9. No, you know what? We're going to save that. That ain't what I meant to get. We're going to save that. Colossians 3:23. It says, and whatsoever ye do it heartily. Let's look up that word heartily. Okay, heartily, in a heart matter, vary to a great degree, wholeheartedly. You see, so it don't matter about the views we getting. We doing the work of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai wholeheartedly. Are we not putting up our lessons? Right? Are we not going out to camp? Right? As instructed. Okay. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, we're on point over here, man. OK, we're doing the work of the Lord wholeheartedly. The views, it don't matter about the views, man. I didn't get in this because I cared about the views. This is why you niggas didn't make it in. This is why I see why the spirit rejected a lot of you dudes from being in GMS. And I'm not saying that GMS is the end all be all. Right. I'm not saying that GMS, if you're not in GMS, you're you know what I'm saying? You're a bug out. But hey, from the words of the elder out here in LA, Mwatazak, if you ain't in the spirit of GMS, you a bitch ass nigga. Straight up. And I just heard him say that at his camp, right? Because the spirit of GMS is the 100% truth. You see that? That's the 100% truth. Anything outside of that is ultimately deception, man. All right. And this is why you dudes didn't make it in. So a lot of you dudes, you need to humble down and repent, right? This is why you didn't get accepted. This is why when you came up to the GMS camps, brothers kind of was cool on you. Brothers kind of rejected you because we seen it in you. All you care about is being seen. Okay? You supposed to do the work of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai wholeheartedly, man. All right? Give a fuck who watching. Right? Remember the scriptures say that the Lord will raise up the stones to prophesy. So you niggas is acting like we doing the Lord some great service. We're expendable to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay? Just be happy that the Lord is giving you the spirit to even do a video, regardless of how many views you get, man. You niggas is bugged out. It says, as to the Lord and not unto men. You see that? It ain't about men's eyes, man. Shapar. It ain't about, oh, y'all not getting no fruit because look at the views, man. Look, ain't nobody listening to y'all. You sound like a hey, man, you sound like a teenage girl, man, with this. All right, you should delete this video too, man. You should delete this one too. Okay? If I was you, I would delete this video, man. All right? You did a lot of contradiction and you showing where your mentality is for real. Okay? Clickbait ass nigga. It says, 24, it says, knowing that of the Lord, ye shall receive the reward of the inheritance, for ye serve the Lord of Mashiach. You see? So we're just fighting for our reward, man. Okay? The views of this world, the acknowledgement of this world don't matter to us, man. And it shouldn't matter to you brothers out there that are sincere as well. So like I said, any of you brothers out there that's making videos, don't worry about the views, man. Okay? Don't worry about the views. Just worry about doing a quality lesson that Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai could be proud of. Because the Lord is the rewarder of faith, man. All right? And even if you do a lesson, you do a real quality lesson, you put a lot into it, and you only get 15 views, and it might feel like, damn, I did all that, and I didn't even get what I wanted more people to see it. Well, hey, the 15 people that heard it, right, could very well be the elect. So you have 15 elect members that watch that. That's all that matters, man. This truth ain't for everybody. Okay? We've been told you niggas that. All right? Now, let me get something else, man. I want to play something for these dudes. Because I heard I was listening to Apostle Ramlab, pretty much going into how you got men out here that, are bucking up against the authority, bucking up against their teachers, the ones that taught them, you know what I mean? Bucking up against their elders. Okay. So, you got a lot of dudes out here that are mad at the authority that Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai has given the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Okay. They're mad at that. All right. And hey, like Apostle Ramlab says in his video, it's a demon. It's a demon that's on you niggas, man. All right. So without further ado, let me go ahead and play this real quick.
Fitting and in good taste, often adhering to social standards of propriety. Because you same individuals, I'm not speaking about anybody in general, I'm not speaking about anybody particular, I was just speaking in general. You individuals that have a problem with order, you'll be subjected to your Edomite boss or your female boss at the job. You're not going to give them a hard time. But when it comes to the men that are teaching you, that are on a higher level than these so-called bosses, you give them a hard time. Which shows you it's a demon. It's a whole demon. Supposed to be a teacher, but they see your actions towards your teachers, they're going to be like, they're not going to respect you because, they're going to look at you like you don't respect your teachers, so why should they respect you? Respect means to look back on. Read back, respect is to look. And if somebody wants respect, you have to be able to look back at what they've done or their accomplishments that merit respect. If your conduct is, insubordination, then why should somebody subject themselves to, honoring you or respecting you?
Khan, beautifully spoken by the apostle Ramlab. All right, beautifully spoken. Going into you dudes that, ultimately just despise authority. You despise the order, right? And Apostle Ramlab pointed out how you niggas will go to work and you give your boss all of the respect. But what about your spiritual teachers? What about your spiritual parents? You see, a lot of you dudes, you chose to be a lone wolf. So that way can't nobody tell you nothing. That way you can operate and do what you want to do without being held accountable. You see, we know what's up with you, a lot of you niggas, man. All right. Let me show you something else, man. Because this is what the Yahweh Call boys are. This is the narrative that they're pushing. Now, while Shapar was going in, okay, I think he said something about GMS, you know, because they, you know, these niggas be saying a lot of slick shit about GMS, man. Right. And it's not just these guys. It's all types of different other camps, man, that are just secretly haters of GMS, man. OK, you know, you talk about we jealous. I mean, what are we jealous of, bro? You know, because this nigga saying that we jealous, bro. What are we jealous of, bro? you're a reject. Like, bro, you like, what are you talking about, man? What is there to be jealous of that you go out every day? OK, big fucking whoop. That's good for you. Who cares? I don't give a damn, but your spirit ain't right. We already seen the dark side of you, man. Okay? The elders in Boston don't fuck with you. All right? Brothers don't fuck with this dude right here, man. I know because I've talked to brothers about this nigga, man. Brothers don't fuck with this dude. So why would we be, and I'm talking about respected brothers too, amongst the body of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, don't fuck with this dude. Or none of you niggas. So why would we be jealous of you? You're a loser. You're a literal loser, man. Okay? And just because you going out there every day and you doing lessons, good. That's what's up. But you're still a bitter, jealous loser, man. You're the one, see, everything they say is really projected onto them, man. Okay? It's really, everything they saying about us is really them. It's a projection. That's what females do. Right? Let's talk about the facts. Okay? This is what you dudes is saying. Now, you just heard that video of Elder Apostle Ramlab talking about how these dudes despise order. And I guess, I don't know who this dude is. West Palm, elect men of Levi 144, right? You know, I guess he's a good friend of Shapar, and anybody that's a good friend of Shapar and a part of this circle, more than likely these niggas ain't right. So he put on his comment board, Job 3:32-9. Sometimes the elders are not wise. Sometimes the age do not understand justice. And he's directly talking about the apostles of GMS, saying that the apostles are not wise. They don't understand justice. But everything you niggas learned has came from the apostles. The way you open up your videos, the way you go out there and hold camp, right? They taught you how to break down the scriptures. They taught you what topics to talk about, man. Okay? Sad ass niggas. You right? You niggas is just not honorable, man. Okay? You know? And you reprobates. All right? And trust and believe, Yahweh Shem Yahushai hear everything you niggas is saying behind the scenes, man. Okay? This is Wisdom of Solomon 1:9. It says, for inquisition, which inquisition means investigation. Yahweh Shem Yahushai, okay, is doing a thorough investigation of niggas who ain't right. And you got to be careful because somebody like Shapar, somebody like Tahwam, somebody like them, them Yahweh called niggas, Deacon Akah, right? IUIC, ISUPK. You got to be careful with these guys, man, because, they got demons on them and they have the ability to persuade the simple into thinking that they have the truth and everybody else is just falling behind. Because this is what Shapar said in this video. He tried to say, we're the new generation. That same punk ass shit Alazar was saying, I'm the new priest. And you seen what happened to that faggot. All right. Seen what happened to him. But that's what these niggas is saying. We're the new generation. The time of the apostles and everything they taught is old news. We're the new brothers on fire. But you niggas, deep down, you niggas ain't right. You didn't cross brothers, right? You talking shit, you backbiting, you pointing out petty ass little shit that don't even matter to prove a point to other reprobates that's listening to you. And yes, them niggas on your comment board are reprobates, okay? Unless they repent. Unless you all repent, you niggas is reprobates, man. Go run and tell them that, nigga, okay? It says, shall be made into the councils of the ungodly. Councils. All these little secret councils you niggas got talking shit about GMS, talking shit about the elders and the apostles, you going to pay for that. Because whether you want to accept it or not, which y'all know deep down, y'all just don't want to admit it. Whether you want to admit it or not, the apostles and elders of GMS, that's who the Lord is dealing with. That is the standard of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai in the manifestation of the flesh, man. Okay, believe it if you want to, but you talking about the men of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai like that, and the Lord hear y'all little counsels, y'all niggas be in them group chats talking shit, right? The Lord hear you, man. Okay, and the Lord gonna visit every single last one of you gossiping, backbiting niggas, man. Okay, it says, "In the sound of his words shall come unto the Lord for the manifestation of his wicked deeds." You seen what happened to Alazar, man? While you niggas is sitting there talking that shit, y'all better hope that whatever little shit you doing in the dark don't come out to the light, right? Because we ain't perfect in this thing. Okay, you niggas forget y'all talking like y'all just got it all figured out. Ain't none of us perfect, man, and we all got sins on us worthy of death. All right, and the Lord can expose that on any of us at any given time, man. This is why you got to be humble. But you dudes, you don't want humility. You think that you think that what was I gonna say? Salakia, because I was looking up something. Yeah, you don't want no humility. Okay, you don't want to walk the straight gate. A lot of you dudes, you can't take being rebuked, right? Can't tell you niggas nothing. This is why a lot of y'all are out there by yourself, right? You know, and I'm not one to brag, but hey, you know, the Pasadena camp, I'm not bragging, but the Pasadena camp we have, GMS Pasadena, we built that from the ground up, man. Okay. You know, a lot of brothers, you know, we used to be a 15-man camp. You know, some of them brothers was on the other side taking notes, right? We done gave out the tests to brothers to test them. We done built brothers up. So, yeah, we got fruit. We got fruit, man, through the Spirit. The fruit is the brothers you see in the camp. Okay? But you niggas is too damn carnal to see that, man. All right? Let me go to verse 10. Wisdom of Solomon 1 and 10. It says, "For the ear of jealousy heareth all things, and the noise of murmurings is not hid." Yup. All that murmuring. Okay? Remember, right? You had them niggas that was murmuring against Moses, right? That same shit. You niggas is on that same shit, and y'all so goddamn carnal you can't even see it. It's sad, right? It's really sad. Right? You can't even see it that you on that same little murmuring shit, right? That's why, Shapar, you deleted that video of the elders in Boston. You probably didn't want nobody to see that in the future, so that can't nobody blame you. But nigga, I kept that screenshot. I kept that. All right. All that murmuring y'all doing, y'all gonna pay for that, man. Okay, because that's not the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, man. Especially when these men have done nothing to you. Okay, verse 11, it says, "Therefore beware of murmuring, which is unprofitable, and refrain your tongue from backbiting. For there is no word so secret that shall go for naught, and the mouth that belieth slayeth the soul." Okay, so Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is gonna answer you niggas eventually, man. Okay, you know, because y'all spirit ain't right. All right. Look what y'all concerned about. You concerned about some views, man? Are you serious? You know, like, are y'all serious? That's the best you could come up with. We don't get enough views on our channel. That's it. That's what determines who the man of the Lord is. You niggas is simple as hell, man. Okay. Did John the Baptist, did he have the whole city out there, right, listening to him? All right. Or was it just a small sanctuary of sincere believers, man? Okay. So, Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson, and I'll shut it down and give all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Kahakwadash. Once again, man, watch out for these dudes, man. Watch out for New Jerusalem 144 Da. Watch out for the Yahweh Call boys. Watch out. All right. I'm putting brothers on notice. Watch out for these individuals, man. These niggas ain't right. Okay. And they doing the work of the Lord deceitfully. All right. And it's going to all come out to the light pretty soon. Shalom. Shalom.